Today in math, we're going to make a meter stick that you can use to measure. So you're going to need scissors, glue, either white glue or a glue stick. You're going to need this strip, this long strip that I gave you at the pickup, and you're going to need your pencil. So go ahead and get those things ready. Hit pause if you need to, and then come back and join us. All right, now that you have your materials out, okay, take a look at my meter stick. And I'm going to take my strip that's just like yours, and we're going to compare the two and make sure I am really telling the truth that this is a meter. And you will see, yes, this is a 1 meter. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to hurry and get out my yardstick that I made, and let's compare the yard. We're going to compare 1 yard to 1 meter. And you can do this as well. Okay. So if we compare 1 yard to 1 meter, which is longer? And you'll see that the meter is longer. And it's not like a meter is, 3 inches longer, 4 inches longer. It's like 3 point something. There's not an exact conversion. Okay, the two don't line up. But I just wanted you to see the difference between 1 yard in the U.S. customary system and 1 meter in the metric system. All right. You can take your yard and fold it. I folded mine in 2/3, and then I keep it in the pocket in my math journal like this, even though it sticks out a little bit. That's where I keep it, so I always know where it is. Now I'm going to take it off the full screen view of me, and we're going to go back to just the page view. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is cut these 2 pieces of squares that you have. These 2 pieces, we're cutting them into decimeters. So you will have 5 decimeters in one color and 5 decimeters in another color. Now your colors might be different than mine. Mine are yellow and green. You might have different colors. It doesn't matter what color. So let's go ahead and cut those into strips. Very neatly, because we are using these to measure, so we need to make sure that they are neat. All right. Go ahead and hit pause while you finish cutting your decimeters. All right. Now our decimeters are all cut. I have 5 of each color. Let's just do a quick review. Okay. How many centimeters do I have in 1 decimeter? 10. So how many centimeters do I have total? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. Now how many millimeters do I have in a decimeter? And that answer is 100. There are 100 little millimeters. So how many millimeters do I have total in all of these decimeters? And that is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. 1,000 little millimeters. So the next thing you need to do is get your strip out and you're going to be gluing on. So on one side, there's this kind of dotted line thing. You will flip it over so that you are on this side. And I'm actually going to flip mine so that my blue line is closer to the top. Okay. And then I have room to write down here. So flip yours so that yours looks like this. Your blue line's at the top and you are ready to go. Now I'm going to do a pattern of colors. That helps us to be able to see the decimeters more clearly. I grabbed a paper towel so that I don't get glue all over the place here while I'm gluing these on. So I'm going to put some glue stick here. And I'm going to stick that right on that blue line, and I'm going to line it right up with the edge. Okay. We're not going to have no tricky spot on our meter stick. All right. Now I'm going to use a different color. And put glue on it. And then line that right up to the yellow. Right next to it, not on top of it, but just right next to it. And then I am going to take the yellow, making a pattern of color, and I'm going to stick that right here. Okay, now I'm going to do green. All right, so you get the idea. I'm going to finish my meter stick, and you are going to finish yours. So go ahead and hit pause and finish it up. Okay, I have finished gluing all of my decimeters onto my meter stick. Okay, right along here. So now it's time for us to label our meter stick. And I'm actually going to make sure I put my name on this also. It's just a good habit to get into. All right. Now, if I measure my decimeter up here, and remember this ruler has a tricky spot, but I'm going to see that it lines up almost exactly. Okay. So pretty close, pretty good for a homemade meter stick. And so what we're going to do now is label, like I said. So this is, from here to here, is 1 decimeter. Okay. It is also 10 centimeters and 100 millimeters. All of those things. Right here is 2 decimeters, 20 centimeters, and 200 millimeters. Right here, 3 decimeters, 30 centimeters, or 300 little millimeters. This spot is 4 decimeters, which is 40 centimeters. So from here to here is 40 centimeters, or 400 millimeters. Here we have 5 decimeters, 50 centimeters. And how many millimeters? 500. Here we have 6 decimeters. Actually, I'm just going to write that on the tape. I'm just going to write on the tape. Oh, it's a little bit harder to see, but you get the idea. 60 centimeters and 600 millimeters. Then here is 7 decimeters, 70 centimeters, 700 millimeters. Here, 8 decimeters, 80 centimeters, and 800 millimeters. I'm going too fast for you. Hit pause and get caught up. Then here is 9 decimeters, 90 centimeters, 900 millimeters. And at the very, very end, so when we get to this point, then that is 10 decimeters, okay, 100 centimeters, 1,000 millimeters, but it's also right at this point, this is 1, right there at the end is 1 meter. So go ahead and get that all labeled up. And the clue word is going to be, what color was the line that we glued our decimeters on? It was blue. So your clue word's blue. Finish this up. Let it dry for a little bit, and we're going to be using it in our Go Math book today. See you in a bit.